driving through the very heart of Moscow, right before the COVID-19 quarantine and right after. Is there a difference? Well, we're just about to find out. If we just met, my name is Konstantin and welcome to Letters to King, where living in today's Russia is explained by the insider you can trust. That's me. I happened to drive through the very center of Moscow on March 30th, and I was so shocked by what I was seeing around that I started filming. Then I had to take the very same drive, the very same route, 5 months after, in late August. Now let's find out what the difference the 5 months can make. And yes, if you find this video interesting, please like it and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any further updates, COVID-19 or not. Let's go. Hello everyone, welcome to Letters to King. This is March 30th, it's morning, and look at this side. Moscow is virtually people and car free. We are at the very first day of the executive order that isolates Moscow. It forbids people get outside, out of their houses, homes, apartments. This is the very heart of Moscow, the Kremlin. No people whatsoever. It feels like a war. It's just our enemy is tiny and invisible, and it's not, I don't understand what to do. Well, stay home, wait, stay healthy, take precautions. I'm not getting out of my car. I'm just driving through Moscow. I need to go north of Moscow about 20 miles. Look at this place. Look at this place. This is the state, Russian parliament, the state Duma. I've never seen so many cars parked here. It means that all at work. Well, it's a good thing. This place, so you understand, this place is always full of tourists. I mean, this is the very heart, the Red Square right there. The Bolshoi Theater, not one single tourist. No one. I think there aren't any comments needed. Just look at this place. What a sad day. You know what? I'm really glad that I see so few people. I am. It means that people are staying home. People do what they must do. And it means that we will prevail. We will fight this bug. We will be fine. This is Zaryadye Park. This place is packed even at midnight. Everything's fenced off. The officials have done a very good job at managing the situation. I don't like Russian government quite a bit, but I am really happy with the job they've been doing for the past couple of weeks. And I would like to thank all the officials, all military personnel, police officers, firefighters, doctors. Doctors are working extra shifts now. I think they're giving 200% of what they can. And my gratitude to all these people. Да, такого я не видел никогда. Только ради этого стоило выехать в центр и посмотреть. Это просто что там. Смотрите, Таганская площадь. Здесь, ну, реально можно полчаса потратить, вот стоя вот в этой пробке всегда. Тут столько людей всегда. Вот здесь метро, торговый центр, там дальше. The difference is striking. Back then, I was driving and I was in absolute shock. I was looking around and I couldn't believe that's my city, Moscow. The place was deserted. There was like a zombie apocalypse happened. And right now I'm driving and I recognize this city. This is my Moscow. This is normal. Late August, Saturday evening. 10 days from now, everyone will be back to the city from vacationing, from living in the summer houses, because kids are going to school and it's going to be absolute hell on earth as everyone rushes to the shopping malls to, do back to school shopping. So this is basically the last free weekend, and every year, every single year, same thing happens. Okay, July, August, 3 weeks of August are absolutely light traffic, very few people, but people anyway. Back then, streets were empty, as you see. Right now, I'm driving the very same route that I drove on March 30th. The first striking difference, well, of course, back then that was winter and right now it's summer. Other than that, the first striking difference is the roads. Check it out. Brand new pavement. Entire Moscow, entire city, all the roads have been replaced with the new ones. While we were on quarantine, some people actually worked. And they worked hard. It took them about 4 months to replace all the roads. Okay. None of the construction projects in Moscow were stopped. Things have actually advanced quite a bit. Some projects, some buildings under construction I know their state back in March, back in February, because I drive by all the time. And now I drive by 5 months later and they're much taller. Wow. I'm driving to the very center of Moscow, and this is Saturday evening, about 8 p.m. And look at the traffic outbound towards the outskirts, towards the city limit. People actually driving home, and no one is driving to Moscow. Well, because it's simply Saturday and this is evening. This is a very normal situation for a very nice summer day. Everyone tries to get out of the city. Okay, it's not deserted as it was 5 months ago. This is Kaluzhskaya Square, where the Garden Ring Highway crosses with Leninsky Avenue. This is the very center of Moscow. A mile straight ahead, this Kremlin, and this is exactly where we're going to. We're gonna drive by Kremlin and see what's going on there. Polyanka Street, the very, very heart of Moscow. Actually, you can see Kremlin up ahead. Brand new pavement. That's a pleasant surprise. I can't say that the roads were terrible, even bad. Back 5 months ago, Moscow has always had, decent quality of roads. But now everything's perfect. The very same route. Not too many people, but actually all shops are open. Large department stores are open. Everything's open. There is life. People walking on the streets. Traffic's light, but again, it's normal this time of year and this time of day and a week. In 10 days, this road will be absolutely backed up with traffic. There's a construction. This bridge is called the Grand Stone Bridge, and it's probably the best site to take pictures of the Kremlin. Ouch! They're renovating this bridge. Oh, you see this fence? On the other side of the fence, there's a walkway, and this walkway is the best spot to take the pictures of Kremlin, because Kremlin is right there. And now people are walking on the other side. And you know what? Business as usual. Look how many people there are. This is a normal site. This is very normal traffic. You know what? I sense life. It's not unlike March 30th when everything was dead. No people, no cars, not even cops. Look, it's life. This is a very hectic merge, always. I wish that Porsche would let me go, but we have to keep right and go straight. Again, it's a very nice restaurant. Ukrainian cuisine, open. Tourists are present. People are back to Moscow. And this is usual crowd. People are very relaxed. You know, they have cameras. They take pictures. They film. Because this is the Kremlin to the right of us. I'll go slower so I can film better. Okay. I recall that I was driving by on March 30th and I was so shocked because this place was closed off, fenced off, and empty. Well, it's not as crowded as usual. I think because all the foreign tourists, and especially the Chinese, are gone. Well, they're not back yet. But nevertheless, traffic is present. People are present. You know, everything's normal. The Bolshoi Theater now and then. Usually this square right in front of the Bolshoi is crowded. Oh, it's crowded now somewhat. It's normal. Back in March there was not one soul, I remember. Though I was so shocked. Oh, well, it's good to know and it's good to see. So this is very traffic heavy area. A fancy hotel, a Rolex dealership, and then a Rolls-Royce and Ferrari dealership coming up. Not Rolls-Royce, it's Bentley. Bentley and Ferrari. The taxi cabs are this little street called Ilyinka, and this is a very historic place. It runs from this square, it's called the New Square, right to the Kremlin, to the Red Square, and this way. And then it's usually full of people, full of cars. Very normal sight. Now our last destination for today is the Zaryadye Park. I'll keep right and we'll take a ride further up. Again, on March 30th it was fenced off and absolutely empty. Let's check out what is it now. Ouch. Oh, I need to keep on straight. Alright, and the park will be right to the right of us. People! I see people. Oh, thank goodness. Actually, I see tons of people who jaywalk. Traffic's normal for this time of the day. Whew. Business as usual. And tons of people actually. No masks, no social distancing, nothing like that. Street musicians performing, restaurants are opening, well, have been open. There's little river cruise boats. I remember I was driving at this very spot when I made the decision to leave Moscow as soon as I could, back on March 30th, because I had not seen anything like this in my entire life. You gotta understand, Moscow's always, it never sleeps. It's like New York City, it's 24/7. And I was driving actually to pick up the car box to the northern part of Moscow, and I was so shocked by the sight of no cars and no people that I decided to leave for a second home in Rostov to go get away from Moscow, because I didn't feel comfortable in the city where everyone stayed home, and at that point no one knew what's going to happen. Whew. I'm really glad that nothing bad happened, and we're all healthy. We're all we have kept our jobs. We have made through this fine, and we have prevailed. COVID-19, granted, COVID-19 isn't over yet, but you know what? It's not scary and stressful anymore. It's it's good to know that we have survived. We know what to do. We are prepared. We're ready. We are knowledgeable about this thing, and let's move on. Moscow at its best here. Irish pub called Harrods. This is the ritzy part of Moscow. Very expensive apartments. You know, top brands, stores and outlets. Restaurants are really expensive. Rich people live here, shop here, and come here. You know what? This is typical. Typichna. Saturday evening, and I am in a traffic jam. Well, welcome back to Moscow. That's how we drive here, okay? Very, very normal. Unbelievable. All right. Things are back to normal, you know. Just to sum it up a little, back in March, the situation was not so good. I recall fear, complete lack of information, situation close to panic, wild rumors spreading around, and people were really scared. Yeah, I was scared for my family. I didn't know what to do, and I had to leave Moscow for almost 5 months to wait out in the safety of a large house in the south of Russia. I made quite a few videos about our life back then, what was going on in Moscow, about military moving into Moscow and things like that. If you were interested, check it out. The link is right here. And what's now? Not too many sick people, not too many deaths at all. Very few people died. We are getting back to business as usual. That's a hard fact that cannot be ignored. And I hope it stays this way.